Welcome to the world of Reclamation, a mod pack centered around restoring a barren and lifeless world where even acquiring the simplest of items requires dozens of steps. And today I'm going to be attempting to survive 100 days here, with the goal of building a thriving base, crafting powerful contraptions, and most importantly surviving this wasteland filled with dangers. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as I try to survive 100 days of Reclamation. Okay, so this is the world I'll be spending the next 100 days trying to restore, and as you can probably see, there really is not that much in this world. Not even this is proper dirt, it's just dried earth, and I can't really use this for anything. So I have to start by completing stuff in this quest line. Let's see here. This is a mod pack focused around bringing life and nature back into the dead world. Okay, let's collect this 4 bread. And now with that out of the way, I think the first thing I need to do is get some wood. We do have a bunch of these dead looking trees everywhere, so I'm going to try chopping one of these down. Now I can take all of these and turn them into scrap wood, and by combining those I get these flimsy planks. I can use these to craft a crafting table, so they're basically like normal planks. And yeah, that's basically how I can get my wooden tools. For now I'm just going to need a wooden pickaxe, so I'm going to get one of those crafted, and then hopefully somewhere over here I can find some stone. Yep, I can see some right over here. I'll use that to make myself a stone axe, because then I can get more wood and sticks for the rest of the tools. And I'm pretty sure you can compress all of these quest books into one using this Akashic tome. So I just do this, and now I've saved a bunch of inventory space and still got all of them inside here. So that's pretty good. Now what is the next quest? We've completed this, and it looks like bees are going to be useful later on. Oh, okay, and it gives us a new side quest, resource generation, and that's going to start with getting a bee nest. But I don't think I need to worry about that for now. Instead I'm going to try and get this oxidized copper, because I'm pretty sure using a cutting board you could convert it into normal ingots. So let me quickly check the recipe for that. Cutting board, okay, that's not too expensive, so it should be something like this, and I can place that on there, and maybe the block on top. Wait, actually, you know what, I might have to do that first. Put that on there. This doesn't seem cuttable. Oh, okay, maybe I did something wrong, or maybe I break it. No. Oh, wait a second, I can turn this block of copper straight into the ingots. I don't even need the cutting board for that, so I guess that's useful. But the quest still wants me to get the cut oxidized block of copper, so I guess I'll do that. I think we have one right there. So let's grab this, chuck it down on the cutting board, and there we go, that works. Perfect. It is also nighttime now, so I'm probably gonna have to watch out for mobs. If I could somehow manage to get 12 pieces of string from spiders, then I can make myself a bed. So if I find any, I'm gonna definitely make sure to take those out. Oh, why are they cave spiders and not normal spiders? I'm pretty sure it said something about that in the description of the mod or something, but that is not helpful. Okay, how did that guy hit me from there? That is not good at all, bro. I cannot waste this food. You know what? I'm just gonna run because this is very, very bad. I do not want to have to waste my bread on this. Oh, wait, what is that over there? That looks good, and this guy has an iron sword. I do not want to mess with him, but I'm pretty sure there's some sort of copper structure over here. Oh yeah, what the heck? What on earth is this? Looks like some sort of oil pump, possibly. Ooh, wait, there was a chest. Let me just take care of this husk real quick. And what the? Inferium essence. I guess we'll figure out what that's used for later, but we have some copper here. Also a pickaxe with efficiency 2, some string and a bone. I'll definitely take that with me. And now I can collect this here, cooked cod slice, and also some more XP. We're already up to level 23, by the way, so that's definitely good. Let's collect this as well. And now I'm supposed to craft myself a flimsy door, so I guess I'll do that real quick. No idea what that's gonna be useful for, but okay. Honestly, I probably shouldn't be wandering around at nighttime like this, and should probably build a base, but for the moment I feel like I'm safe. So what's next? I need to build this sour ammoniac tank. In the contaminated water you have found trace amounts of sour ammoniac, a crucial ingredient in the practice of theurgy. Okay, how the frick do you pronounce that? By setting up a simple accumulator and tank, you think you'll be able to distill it. Oh, okay, and I heard something. Oh, it's a baby freaking husk. That is not what I like to see, especially with no food. So let's make sure that guy does not become too problematic. But yeah, anyways, I guess I'm gonna try crafting these now. Honestly, I don't think they're that expensive. Oh wait, did that guy just drop his head? Well, anyways, I think I'm gonna go up over there onto that mountain, since I'm gonna need a bunch more stone. Let's hope there's no mobs waiting up here. And is that cave? It does look like one, and you know what, maybe I should quickly build like a mini shelter here. Maybe I can chuck down the flimsy door, and then I can stay here for the night. Now I'm gonna need to make myself a furnace and smelt a bunch of this cobblestone into normal stone. Now to actually fill up the tank with the water, I'm gonna need a bucket, and you should be able to make one with copper somehow. Oh yeah, there we go. I just need some of this caminite, and for that I need some sand and clay. But let me first start by crafting this ammoniac tank and also the accumulator. Then with that I think I can leave again. It should also be daytime, and you can already probably see a bunch of clay and sand down there. So I'm gonna get all of this and combine with some sand, turn it into Caminite blend. And now with the Caminite blend, I think I can smelt it up. Something like this should work. Wait a second, I don't even need to smelt it. I don't need the bricks for the bucket. So I'm just gonna take 2 of these, then craft the bucket. Now I'm gonna place the tank down, the accumulator on top. And which one do I fill with water? I'm pretty sure it's the accumulator. So let's get this completely filled up. And I think we're good. When it's done, do I just take it out with the bucket again? Oh yeah, you can see it's filled up with 500 millibuckets. Oh, okay, and now you can see for crafting those things, I get some XP. And 2 salmoniac crystals. What can these be used for? Oh, okay, a bunch of different things, which I don't really know what they do, but okay. Anyways, now I'm gonna move on to the next quest, which is alchemical sofa. And for that, I'm gonna have to craft these 2 machines here. Okay, wait, what do I do with this? Oh, I can turn it into a crystal. But anyways, I'm gonna get this pyromantic brazier and also the liquefaction cauldron that goes on the bottom and this on top. Now I'm pretty sure I have to fill this up with some fuel and place the salmoniac crystals in there. Oh, did that do something? I hope I didn't just waste it, but it should be in there now. And theoretically, it should convert into that sulfur thingy there. I'm not sure how long this is supposed to take, but it should work. I guess I'll just leave that running for a while. In the meantime, I'm gonna make myself a new bucket. And I'm pretty sure I just realized why this thing isn't doing anything. It's because I need to give it some dried earth as well. Not only the salmoniac crystals, then I need to give it some fuel. You know what? I'm starting to think you don't need to give it the crystals, but just the liquid itself. So yeah, that might have been the problem. So let me try that again. Okay, there we go. Now try put the dirt in and then give it some coal. Is this gonna work? I really hope it does. Oh yes, there we go. Alchemical sulfur dirt. Perfect. Now we've got 2 of these and that means we've completed this quest. With that, we're getting pretty close to actually getting some normal dirt, and then I can finally start growing some crops and stuff like that. I've got 16 of these alchemical sulfur thingies here now. And next I'm gonna try working on alchemical mercury, and I hear another monster. Wow, it's just a husk. But for this, I'm just gonna need a bit more copper and stone, so it's not that expensive. Now I'm pretty sure the mercury distiller goes on top of this, and I can fill it up with dried earth like with the liquefaction cauldron. Oh, not another one of these baby husks. Why do these guys keep spawning? Wait, where did he go? Oh my goodness, okay, he's underwater. He's probably gonna drown, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna fill this with dried earth, give it some fuel, and that should work. Oh wait, I think I just realized I need way more of this dirt. 25 pieces of this stuff should give me 1 mercury. And yep, there we go, we got 1 mercury shard. And the final building block I need is salt. For that, I'm gonna need this calcination oven, which is pretty cheap. So let me put this on there and place some sand inside. That gives me some alchemical salt, and with that we have the 3 building blocks I need. Let me collect this, and yeah, now I just need to make myself an incubator. I can then use that to combine all of those 3 items back into dirt. So I'm gonna start trying to craft all of these vessels and the incubator. This should be the last vessel I need, so now just the incubator, and with that I think I have everything. For the actual setup, the brazier goes on the bottom, incubator on top, then the vessels go on the sides I think, and then I can fill them with their respective items I think. So something like this. The final step should be to give it some fuel, and is this gonna work? You know what, I feel like this all needs to go up 1 block. So yeah, like this, and hopefully now it's gonna work. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. I've already got 2 dirt. Let me collect that, and now we finally completed this mini quest line, so we can collect that, and that now unlocks some new quests. Oh yep, okay, now that you have dirt, your next step is to turn it into grass so you can start bringing a little bit of green into the world. Looks like for now I'm going to be trying to get all of these different seed variations, and I'm pretty sure if I just break these I should get some. Yeah, that should work. There we go. What is this? Snowbell seeds, wolfsbane. Now I just need mandrake and belladonna. Don't ask me what those names are. The last one I'm missing for now is mandrake, and I feel like you can only get that at nighttime. So now let me try and do that again. Oh, okay, and there we go. I'm also going to craft myself a chest because I do not have much inventory space left. Put all of these random items in there and collect the rewards for that. Apparently now my next quest is to get iron, and I can do that using these mandrake roots or something. So I feel like I should be able to just plant this, and then I do have a bone here, so maybe using the bone meal I can speed this up. Oh yep, there we go. Now I have myself one of these mandrake roots. Then I need one of these fluid tanks, but for that I'm gonna need some more copper. I'm not sure if I already got all of it from over here, but I can't really see many blocks. I think that was 1, so make sure I don't die to the skeleton here. Yo, wait, that was a bit close, but I can see some copper right here, so let me just snag that. And now I need to go back because I do not want to die here. Let's get this turned into some copper ingots and craft the fluid vessel. This goes right here. Then I can take this second salmoniac tank, place it on top of the fluid vessel. I think the last step is to take some of this liquid salmoniac, fill it inside here, and give it a mandrake root, or maybe not. Could be the other way around. You know what? I think this actually goes on top instead of the tank. And yep, that's how it works, I think. Oh yeah, and you can see the hemoglobin fluid being filled up, but that is only 250 millibuckets, so I'm gonna need a bunch more of those mandrake roots and also salmoniac. Expanding this farm also wouldn't be a bad idea. How much dirt do we have in here? 6 pieces, nice. I'm gonna get all of that placed down here, and then I can plant these seeds. I also have 1 bone meal left, so let's use that. And now I think I just have to wait for them to grow. While I wait for that to happen, I want to do some more exploring to get some more resources. But before I do that, I think I can chunk load this area or something. Does it work like that? Well, I think that is how it works, and now they're always going to be loaded, which means I can go exploring and these crops will continue to grow. So I'm going to leave this place to try and find some more wood and also copper. I've also got a phantom chasing me now, so I definitely need a bed. Oh my goodness, yeah, okay, this is really bad. You know what, maybe I should just spend this night doing some fishing, because living off rotten flesh is not the best. It is starting to turn daytime again, so I want to quickly check if I can craft myself a smoker like this. There we go, perfect. I'll quickly get all of this fish I got smelted up, and before I leave to go exploring, I want to build up some sort of tiny base, just so that when I come back, I do not have to worry about phantoms and stuff like that. I think for now I'm just going to build it out of this dried earth. I just need something very basic to keep out the monsters, and this should do the job for now. I'm going to finish it once I come back, but I do not want to waste any moment of daylight I have. I've got a bunch more copper and also dead logs, so I'm going to finish off this roof. The blocks I'm going to use are kind of random, but I hope it's going to be enough. Looks like I am going to have to get some more dried earth, but at least now we have ourselves somewhat of a base. I can chuck down the door here, and yeah, this should do. Now I'm going to get some more copper, and giving this farm some water probably isn't a bad idea. Now I want to focus on making the seeds I have grow faster and produce more. You can even crossbreed them to start bringing back other species of plants, and for that I'm going to need these crop sticks. That gives me a magnifying glass, a tool to inspect the genome of crops and other things. Now if I look up the seed for the crop I want to mutate, I can figure out how I need to combine the different seeds. It looks like snowball seeds and wheat seeds give you carrot seeds. Oh, and my door just broke. Also, I think this is ready to harvest. And where were the snowball seeds? Here we go. Is this ready to harvest? Oh yeah, nice. So I think I just place these crop sticks like that. The seeds go on there. And then I don't know what to do from there, honestly. I'm just going to plant everything I have on these crop sticks. I'm going to quickly get a composter as well, so any excess seeds I have can be turned into bone meal. But anyways, these things are growing pretty fast now. Oh, and what is this? Each plant has 5 stats when planted on crop sticks. You can see these stats by crouching and looking at the plant, or using a magnifying glass. Okay, let's take all of this. And I also have a seed analyzer now, so I just put this on there. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure how this works. The higher the number you can see on the stats there, the more likely it is to breed or something like that. And also if you plant the crops in a plus shape, it's gonna make it more likely to mutate. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and get a bunch more dirt then, and hopefully I'll get a mutation at some point. I just spent a little while getting some more dirt, and we've expanded the farm. Also, these things here are so annoying. I don't know what they're called. Mandrake. Okay, so just the same as the seed itself. They do barely any damage, but the nausea they give you is really annoying. Also, by now we should have a bunch of this hemoglobic fluid, so let me take that, fill this up with some more mandrake roots, and now we have this done as well. Oh, wait a second. I can make these earmuffs to block out those stupid sounds they make, but for that I'm gonna need some wool, which I sadly do not have the items for right now. I don't even have a bed yet. I also have a bunch of wheat here, which I should probably turn into some bread. And now how do I move on? Salt and sulfur. It looks like by using this liquefaction cauldron, I can get some iron alchemical sulfur. I just have to put this in here alongside some copper, give it some fuel, and that should give me the alchemical sulfur. I'm also going to need some mineral alchemical salt. I can get that by calcifying some coal, so let me put that in here. And there we go, alchemical sulfur iron, also some alchemical salt. Now I'm nearly ready to make my first pieces of iron. I just need some more mercury, which is always a thing I'm lacking because it's so expensive, but I should be able to get a bit from this. Then I need to put everything inside the incubator, and hopefully this is going to give me some iron. Perfect, we've got 1 iron ingot. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get 3, I'm not sure. I think I've already ran out of mercury though. If I can get a bit more cobble, maybe I can get 1 last piece. Yep, there we go. With that, I need to get a few more pieces so that I can craft this cauldron. I'm starting to think I did something completely wrong here with the farm, and I think I misunderstood how the mutations work, because I just looked at this image here and it looks pretty different. Oh, wait a second, you can do that. And then do you place water in there? Because that's what the image shows. Okay, I'm not sure if this is how it's supposed to work, but I'm just going to leave it like that. And then hopefully this is going to do something. I'm guessing I should do this everywhere. With this last piece of iron, I should be able to make myself a cauldron now. Let's take that. Now it says I have to anoint it. No idea what that means, but I think I have to craft myself a campfire and place 3 buckets of water in the cauldron. So let's see if this works. We can place that there, then the cauldron on top, and hopefully once I place 3 buckets of water inside, something will happen. Hello. You know what? I don't think this is working. You know what? I might actually need this anointing paste. That would make sense. Then let's take this. And can I combine these two? Or maybe I place it down and then right click it. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, now I think I can fill this up with 3 buckets. And somehow I'm gonna be able to use this to get myself some saplings. Also, it looks like something's happening over here. Oh my goodness, it's finally working. Fertility 2, strength 2. Okay, nice. Before I do anything else though, I'm gonna try and get myself a full set of iron armor. And that's definitely gonna take a while. So I'm just gonna need to farm a bunch of this alchemical iron sulfur, alchemical salt, and mercury. These phantoms are really starting to get annoying. So it'd be very useful if I could get myself a bed soon. But for that, I'm gonna have to kill some more spiders for string. And I do not want to risk doing that with no armor. But we already have 15 mercury shards here. So it is going pretty well. And also don't worry, I'm definitely gonna upgrade this base later. It looks terrible right now. And oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Do those guys really have to spawn right there? If they get too close, I'm not gonna survive. So I should probably actually really watch out. I just need a tiny bit more cobblestone and then I'll be able to get myself a full set of iron armor. And is this a cave? Oh no, this is just my other tunnel I built. The last pieces of cobblestone should be converting into mercury right now. And I hope this is gonna be everything. Theoretically, I should just have to give this some fuel. And then I can get all of the iron pieces I need. There we go, I've got 26 ingots in here. I can use those to craft myself a full set of iron armor. And I'll use the last 2 pieces to make an iron sword. With that, I think I'm gonna go over to the pillagers and try and take them out real quick. Okay, there we go. I do have bad omen now, but I don't think that's a problem since I'm probably not gonna come across any villagers. So now next time it turns nighttime, I'm gonna get those pieces of string I need to make a bed. And I should probably also take out a few skeletons because I need some bone meal. And I need it so that I can craft myself some of this mutandis. Don't ask me what it does, but apparently I need some of it. I can use that to transmute plants. So I think it's like bone meal for the dead bushes and then it converts into a normal sapling. Or at least that's how I think it works. I also figured out by right clicking the crops with the hoe, it harvests more of them at the same time. Oh no, not this dude again. It looks like it's starting to turn nighttime now. And you know what? It would actually be smart to get myself a shield real quick. I'll just need one more piece of iron. There we go. Let's get that turned into a shield. And now I'm gonna do some hunting. We already have a skeleton over here. And the phantoms as well, obviously. I might actually try taking them out as well. There we go. I wonder what I can use this phantom membrane for. Is there any custom recipe? Probably there is, but I just don't know what it does. At least we have ourselves a cave spider over here. Oh, and they're actually one shot. Well, that's good to know. Now I just need to get 8 more pieces of string. Oh my goodness, how many phantoms do we have? Oh, okay, there's 4 right behind me. And they're actually doing a decent amount of damage. Wait a second, we've got a mini structure here. Last time I think there was some string in the chest. Do we have one here or is it just a mine? Oh yeah, it definitely looks like some sort of mine. Does it actually have anything useful inside though? Oh, no. And what is this stuff here? For a second I thought it would be some sort of cobweb thing, but I don't think so. And yep, it also doesn't look like we have a chest. It has turned daytime again and I'm back at the base. I couldn't get all of the string I need, but I just want to quickly double check. How much do I have in here? 3 pieces? Okay. Now what about over here? Because I'm pretty sure there was some cobwebs. Is it only this one here? It should give me 1. And yeah, I think that's it, honestly. Now I'm going to finally try and get this mutandis. I need belladonna flowers, water, artichoke, and bone meal. I should have all of that in here. And I'm pretty sure the order which I put it into the witch's cauldron matters. So I'm going to do it like this. So do I have to just drop it in there? Like that? Oh yeah, okay. Then one of these. And finally this. So is this gonna do something? Oh yep, something's definitely happening. Oh okay, wait, I have to right click and I can take it out. Perfect, now I have 3 of this. Now I can go to a dead bush and by right clicking this, it turns into a normal sapling. We've got a jungle sapling now. Let's do it again. Birch, oak. And now I can finally grow some trees. I should also get some rewards for that. 8 more of this mutandis. And now I'll finally be able to get some normal wood. Let me get some more of this stuff cooking up. And I'm gonna go around trying to get as many different saplings as possible. I already have quite a few variations now. And I want to get all of those planted down pretty soon. But first I want to finally get myself the final pieces of string I need. So let's try and avoid these phantoms for one last time. Or at least I hope it's going to be the last time. Perfect, I can see a spider over there. Now will it drop the string? Nope. Oh, 2 more over here, but still nothing. Oh, okay, and there we go. That's 2 pieces. So let me quickly try and get to safety and not die to poison. Now I can get my crafting table, make a bed, and finally sleep. Oh my goodness. It's crazy that day 12 is the first time that I can sleep. Now I'm gonna head back to base, and now I really think I need to expand the base a bit more. So I'm gonna start by getting a bunch of cobblestone. Then I can take this and start replacing these walls with the cobblestone. I'm definitely gonna make it way bigger as well, because I really need more space. I've gone ahead and built this small foundation for the base. I also did a bit of terraforming. As you can see, I've planted some saplings, and on the sides here I want to have oak logs. These gaps here are going to be for windows. I'm really not that good at building, so it's pretty bad, but it should do the job. So I just have to wait for these trees to continue growing, and in the meantime I'm going to get some more sand for the windows. It's also very satisfying that once you break this tree, all the leaves vanish real quick, and then you can pick up the saplings straight away. It just makes the process of replanting way faster. And what is this tree variant? Rowan. That's an interesting interesting name. It's definitely going to take a while until I have all the logs I need to finish the base. So I might end up using different variations for the roof and such. For now, I'm going to make myself some glass panes and hope this is going to be enough to fill in the windows. By the looks of things, it should be. And I feel like cherry wood is going to be the easiest one to get since the trees that grow are pretty large. And I also get a ton of saplings from them. So I might build a few things with those. I'm going to spend the next little while continuing to expand the base and also get some more farmland just so that everything is a bit more organized and that we have a proper area to work with. It's been a couple days and I've expanded the base quite a lot. First of all, I built this big wall just to keep out any mobs, and I've also planted a bunch of trees everywhere, mainly oak ones because I need oak wood. I transformed the farm a bit, added some more dirt, and also grew some carrots and potatoes over there. Then over here we have the main house. It's very basic, and yeah, I didn't really know what to do with the roof, so it looks kind of weird, but we can enter through here. And then I have some storage. I want to build a second floor later, but for the moment that isn't too important. And then through here we have a small mine, just if I need to get more stone. And I think I'm done with building for the moment. I really need to start getting back to completing some more quests, so I'm going to quickly plant some more crops. And now what do we have to do next? I could do one of these optional quests on the side, and since I also got the carrots and potatoes, I can also do this. Growing copper. It says there is a special kind of flower called caprosia, and from that you can harvest trace amounts of copper from the water. The flower will only grow in a waterlogged crop. It can also only grow on gravel, which is interesting. So let me quickly see how to crossbreed that. Wait, how do you spell that again? Caprosia. And you're gonna need wheat and carrot seeds. Okay. Well, in that case, I need to get some gravel, which I don't think I have any of. Do we have any here in this river? Oh yeah, the whole entire riverbed is pretty much filled with it. So I'm just gonna grab like 3 or 4 pieces. Then let's take it back inside. And this is gonna have to go in the middle of somewhere. So right here should be good. Then I'm gonna replace the snowball seeds with a carrot one. One over here as well. Oh, wait a second. Actually, I should first put up the crop sticks. I always keep forgetting to do that. But now I can put the crop sticks on there. Get some water. And I think I can just waterlog it, right? Now, hopefully with a bit of luck, I should be able to get some of those caprosia seeds. And, oh, these carrots actually look really good. Fertility 3. You know what? If I could grab that real quick and put this here instead. Oh, nope. But now it should increase the chances of me getting it a little bit more. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. And then hopefully we'll get something at some point. Oh, wait, is that phantoms? Yeah, I have to sleep. Now, next, I want to craft myself an AoE tool. I think I'm gonna go for the iron broadaxe. So I'm gonna need 4 pieces of iron, and for that I'm going to take these mandrake roots, chuck them inside here, then get some more sour ammoniac that can go inside here. Oh, by the way, what is this? Okay, nope, that's just wheat. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but at least I can take some of this hemoglobic fluid, put it inside the liquefaction cauldron, and give that some copper. Let's get that going with some charcoal. I also need some alchemical salt, and finally also some mercury. For the moment, I found the easiest way to get it is by taking these leaves. And what am I getting shot at by? Oh, it's this guy. But anyways, I'm just going to grab a bunch of these, put them inside the mercury distiller, and every 5 oak leaves should give me 1 piece of mercury, which is way more efficient than getting a bunch of the dried earth. I'm going to take these 10 pieces and convert everything into some iron. Fuel also isn't really that much of a problem anymore, since I can use all of the wood I have now to make some charcoal, so I have plenty of that. And in general, things are looking pretty good at the moment, making good progress. Let's take this iron now and use it to craft the iron broadaxe. Now, what does it actually do? I'm pretty sure you can use it to chop down trees quicker or something. At least that's what would make sense. Yeah, I think you can mine 3 logs at a time, so that's pretty useful. Let's try that again, and yep, as you can see, that's what it does. That's gonna make farming wood even easier. So now let's move on to this witch's oven quest. The witch's oven can be used to distill saplings into special magic fumes, which are especially potent in a variety of magical rites. So how do I craft this? Oh yeah, okay, that's not too bad. Just gonna need a bit more iron, I think. First, I'll need those iron bars, which I can easily make, and for the rest, I'll just need some more mercury, which is also going to be pretty easy to get with all of these leaves. Now let's get all of this stuff converted into some more iron and turn that into a witch's oven. Apparently, if I craft myself this fume funnel, it's going to raise the chance of getting fumes from items. What exactly those fumes are, I have no idea, but I guess I'm going to make one of these then. And wait a second, what is this? Nope, that's just another wheat seed. Not exactly what I need. So what am I going to need for this? An iron bar, an iron block. I should have enough of the iron block already. I'm a little bit short on copper though, and I'm also going to need some more caminite. For the lava, I want to quickly try and relocate my mine. Surely it was somewhere down here. Oh yeah, I think this is it. And at the bottom of this, there should be a lava pool. You can already see it down there. I just randomly found this while mining, so I can take some lava from that. And now really I just need the caminite and copper. So let's quickly leave the base and try and find some more of those copper structures. On the way, I'll grab any sand and clay that I can find. This right here is probably going to be the last block I want to mine. With that, I already have 5 blocks in total. That should be more than enough. Ooh, okay, nice. And as you can see, we also have some Caprosia growing here. So I'm going to leave it in here for a while, and then we should be able to get some copper from it. Now let's also quickly convert all of this back into copper ingots, then craft the 2 copper blocks. And finally get all of the Camonite plates I need. These can then be smelted in here. And then with that I can make myself the fume funnel. Okay, nice. Now the next quest is gold leaf. Now you have to find a way to turn the nascent life energy within the tree into some form of grass. There was a ritual you remember that was able to condense said energy into a special seed. Witchcraft can help you there. Brew up some brilliant fiber, apply it to some tree leaves and watch it spread. Once you have enough, break the leaves. The gilded leaves you'll get will be able to crush into fine gold dust. Perfect for this ritual. So how do I make this fiber thingy? I need string, wolfsbane flower, odor of purity, and whiff of magic. Well, this is interesting. I guess I'm gonna start by placing down my witch's oven here. Then the fume funnel can go next to it. And then I'm gonna start by trying to get this odor of purity. I'm gonna need a hawthorn sapling. What the heck is that? Well, I can get it by transmuting the dead bushes. I just have to get some more of this mutandis, and I actually forgot how you craft that. Oh yeah, it was like that. Well, then I can set up my witch's cauldron again, fill it up with some water, and make some more mutandis. Also looks like we have another Caprosia seed here. This one here is already growing, so that's good. And I didn't even realize we have pumpkins over here, so that's really cool. Now with this I should have 15 pieces of mutandis, and I hope that's gonna be enough to get one of those saplings. What was it called again? Hawthorn sapling. Okay, I'm gonna try and get one of those, and there we go, perfect. Now I think I just put this inside here, and that gives me the odor of purity. Nice. Now I just need the whiff of magic, which is really easy. I just need a rowan sapling. I already have a few of those. Wait a second, why did that turn into wood ash? Maybe it's not a 100% chance that you actually get the thing there. Yeah, I think that's the most likely explanation. So let's try that again. And there we go, now we got it. What I need now is this wolfsbane flower and a piece of string. I should have the flowers here, but I don't think I have any string left, so I'll wait for it to turn nighttime to get that. Is there anything else I can do in the meantime? We still have this down here, straw. You can get straw rarely by cutting grass with a knife. Oh, how do I make a knife? I just need 1 piece of iron. Let's make that. Oh, wait. Nope, that's the wrong thing. What the heck? I accidentally made a chisel. I think I need to use the exact recipe. Yeah, like that. But yeah, anyways, I can use it to make leads, ropes, and building blocks. And I think the main thing I want to use it for is to craft this rich farmland. When placed down, the compost will turn into rich soil, and that's going to make crops grow faster than regular farmland. Yeah, for that, I'm going to need the straw. So I guess I'm just going to go around chopping down some grass then. And, oh, wait a second. These things look like they're fully grown. So how do I harvest it? I guess I just right click. Oh, yeah, and we do have a bit of copper there. Copper nuggets. Isn't the fastest way to get it, but I guess it works. This little farm here has also finally gotten the Caprosia seeds. So once I got a bunch of those, I should be able to get a lot of copper. But now let me go around chopping this down and try to get as much straw as I can. The sun is starting to set and I've got a little bit more than a stack of straw now. Hopefully that's going to get me somewhere. But for now, I'm just going to place all of this stuff inside here and then try to get myself some string. What is this skeleton even wearing? It looks like diamond armor, but it definitely isn't. Maybe it's going to drop a piece. Oh well, never mind. This cave spider will hopefully drop the string though. Perfect. I'm not sure if I only need 1 piece, but you know what, I'm just going to try it like this. I do remember saying something like that once you've got the brilliant fiber, it spreads, so I'm hoping that means I'm only going to need 1, but we'll see. Now before I do this, I want to make sure I have the right order, and yep, it should be like that. So now I just have to fill the witch's cauldron with some water, and now let's pray this works how it should. This is the first ingredient, then the second, third, and finally the last one. Oh, okay, and we've got these particles here, which means something is happening, and I really hope this is the right recipe. We've also got a husk waiting outside. Yep, buddy, you can go. Is it done? Oh yeah, perfect. And we've got ourselves a piece of brilliant fiber. I think there should be a second piece as well. Nice. Now what is the next step? Apply it to some tree leaves and watch it spread. Yeah, that's what I was talking about before. Once you have enough, break the leaves. The gilded leaves you'll get will be able to crush into fine gold dust. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to collect the leaves with some shears. At least that's what I think. So I'm just gonna go and find myself a random tree. Let's take this one right here, and I think I just right click. Oh, is it a golden leaf now? I think it is. I wonder if I can only see it if I have fancy leaves enabled. Nope, not like that either. How is it supposed to spread then? I probably just have to give it some time, honestly. I think I'll use the second piece on this tree. Oh, okay, and you can see it just converted, and that makes more sense. It looks a little bit more like these golden oak leaves now. So yeah, it really is just a process where I have to give it a bit of time. Now, how do I actually get this gold powder? I said I have to crush it somehow. Oh yeah, okay, so I just put it in the crafting table. And then what do I use that for? Now that you have a way to conduct the ritual, you can create a pasture seed, which will let you finally bring back grass to the world. And to figure out how to actually do the ritual, I need my Book of Natural Aura. Where was that? I kind of feel like I messed something up in this book, because I don't know what all those other ones I had were. They were all supposed to be combined inside here, but I don't know. Wait, oh wait a second, I just have to shift or something? Well, it did something, and it doesn't even look like I have that book in here. You can also see the leaves start to spread now, which is good. But Book of Natural Aura, I don't even know if I have one of those. I'm gonna check in my chest real quick, but by the looks of things, I don't think so. So I'm gonna try crafting one of these. For that, I need paper, leather, and tree saplings. How on earth am I supposed to get that? What the heck? I don't even think that's possible right now. Yeah, bro, this mod pack is trolling me. Oh my goodness, I am actually dumb. Well, you get the book anyways from getting the gold leaf and then the gold powder. So there's nothing to worry about. I don't know what I was doing. I'm gonna quickly go and collect one of these leaves. There we go. Then I can turn this into some gold powder and collect my book. Perfect. Here we go, Ritual of the Forest. To conduct this ritual, one has to place gold powder in the configuration shown on the next page with some wooden stands around that which will hold the ingredients. Then the correct sapling must be placed in the middle, and either through some kind of fertilizer or through the invitability of time, its growth will cause the ritual to start. How the heck are you supposed to pronounce that word? But anyways, note that care needs to be taken as rituals require specific types of saplings. Well, in that case, I'm gonna need a bunch more of these golden leaves, so I'm gonna let this spread. And yeah, I think the sapling required is just a regular oak sapling, and I have plenty of those up here in the chest. Let's collect a few more of these. The quest book specifically stated that you don't need to have all of the wooden stands present, and I think 4 is going to be enough. I hope this thing is ripe already. There we go. I just need one more of these. Okay, nope, that was not ready. I need to be more careful. Oh, wait a second. To craft the wooden stands, I need the leaves, not the powder. Okay, I did not know that. Let me quickly grab this and press this visualize button. Okay, I'll leave this here for a second and start by placing the sapling in the center, then all of the gold powder. I hope all of these leaves are now done. That's 4. Let's turn those into some wooden stands and place them here in the center. Oh wait, are you freaking kidding me? Ain't no way, the tree just grew the second I was about to do the ritual. Let me remove these two real quick so that nothing can go wrong, and then replace the sapling, and then get down the final wooden stand. Now technically this should work. Oh my goodness, I just read that you need the tree to grow for the ritual to work, but that still doesn't change the fact that I would have had to chop down the tree because I didn't have everything set up. So let's get this growing, and I think that should work. I don't know if I messed something up, but it doesn't look like anything's happening. So I wonder if I can try this again. Okay, this is the last thing I can try. Let's place down the final wooden stands, then the sapling, and maybe only now it's gonna work. Wait a second. Use some sapling fumes and some plant life. You can create pasture seeds, special seeds that will place an area of grass on nearby dirt. So how do I do this? So wait, I need a hay bale, birch sapling, and the seed, then these two thingies, and what do I actually do with them though? I guess the sapling goes in the middle, but what about these things? Do I just drop them on the ground or something? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, so let me grab this. Then what about this hint of rebirth? I need a spruce sapling. Okay, yeah, I have not gotten one of those yet, which means it's time to farm some more mutandis. I also have some leftovers here, and that is done, so I have 21 pieces. So let's see if this is going to be enough to get myself at least one of those saplings. Oh, nice, there we go already. So now I need to grab myself one of those pots again, chuck the sapling in there. Then for the breath of the goddess, I need a birch sapling. I already have one of them. Do I have a second one though? I don't think so. Oh my goodness, it didn't work this time. Yeah, the spruce sapling was used up. I should have remembered that it doesn't work every time. Also, is there no spruce trees around here? Yeah, I think I mined them all up. That's unfortunate. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go around doing this again. But next time I get one of those trees, there we go. I'm definitely gonna bone meal it and hope I get an extra one from the leaves that drop. I'm gonna use up all of these though first. I was able to get 3 more spruce saplings, but no more birch ones. So I'm gonna quickly try and grow one of these. And now I really hope one of the saplings drops. Otherwise, I'm kind of cooked. Oh, perfect. We've got so many there. Without that, I would have really been done for, I'm not gonna lie. So now I can try and do this again. There we go. This time it worked. Let's also try and do it with the birch sapling. That also worked. So I'll take down this oak tree here. Also get some more bone meal and plant this down in the center. This should go there, right? Oh yeah, you can place it down. That's good to know. This goes there. Hints of rebirth on this one. And finally, the breath of the goddess. Next, the tree needs to grow. Oh, Oh, yep, something's happening. The ritual seems to be working. The items have disappeared. And, oh, there we go. We finally have the pasture seeds. Oh my goodness, finally. Special seeds that will place an area of grass on nearby dirt. Okay, nice, 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 nice. Does that mean we've also unlocked a new quest line? Touching grass. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of things to do. Okay, this is interesting. You've done it. You finally have grass. It's not exactly green, but you can bone meal a large area of it and get flowers. So now really all I need is a bunch more dirt. So I'm going to try and farm a bit more of that. The dirt should be finished. There we go, 40 pieces. And I think I'm just going to plant this in front of the base somewhere. At some point, I want this whole entire area to be filled with grass. But for now, I think I'm going to start here and just try to fill up as much as I can. I also want to make sure it looks kind of natural at least. So I think something like this could be good. Oh my goodness, wait, that guy jump scared me. Baby husk, not what I like to see. And also a creeper. Let's take him out and just finish this real quick. That's about as far as I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna place this right here. And this should convert everything here into grass. It's not exactly green, but I'm hoping I can heal this somehow. Maybe with bone meal. Okay, no, that doesn't do that, but at least it gives me some flowers. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need those for my next quest, which is gonna be to get some floral fertilizer. To craft that, you need bone meal and some dye. So let me grab this and try to get a few more flowers. Then I'll turn it all into dye. And then I should be able to make myself one of these pieces of floral fertilizer. I don't actually know what it does. A special type of fertilizer that can coax mystical flowers to life. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to mean. But what is this? Flower pouch. Well, anyways, I think my next goal is going to be to get this pure daisy. You can use it to purify nearby objects. And apparently the most important thing I should start with is the logs and stone. So let me try and craft one of these. Oh, okay, but I'm going to have to get a petal for that first though. And I guess that's where the mystical flowers come into play. So do I just plant these on the ground or something? Maybe I should check in that book that I just got. These flowers can also be grown with floral fertilizer. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So now can I just plant this on the ground? Oh no, it's just a pouch where I can collect the flowers. Okay, but what about this? Do I plant it like that? Oh yeah, I do. Nice, and we got a bunch of these flowers now. I guess I just have to collect them. And did it go into the flower pouch? Yes, it did. But now I think I can take one of these flowers, turn this into 2 petals, and craft myself the petal apothecary. Simply place the petal apothecary down, fill it with water, then toss in the petals, and finally a seed. I do want to quickly check what else I can use this pure daisy for though. Okay, a bunch of things, but I don't know if that's too important right now. I do want to try and get one of these pure daisies though. So for that, I'm going to first place this down, then grab some water. Now I can toss in this petal, and finally 1 seed. Now I think this should work. Oh wait, does it need the white petals? That could be the case. And I don't think I have any of those at the moment. So that means I'm going to need some more of this floral fertilizer. And luckily that isn't too expensive. And I think this one here is the one I need. Mystical white flower. Is that going to give me the mystical white petal? Yes, it is. While it's nighttime, I think I'm also going to farm some more bones from the skeletons. Because I'm kind of running low on bone meal now. I believe these 10 bones should be enough. What on earth is this guy's armor? He is so tanky. Well, anyways, I'm going to continue farming flowers. What on earth is this drop? Garlic? How did I get that? I did not know that was a drop. Okay, there we go. Finally, we have another mystical white flower. I can take that, get the petals, and now I think I have everything. I'll drop all of these inside here, give it 1 seed, and there we go, a pure daisy. So I can use this to convert mundane stone and logs into living variants. And apparently I'm also going to go to the nether soon, I guess. You can use a bucket to make a portal. Yeah, I know that already. And apparently the nether is also bare of ores and has pretty much no life. I already know where I'm going to make the portal. That would be down in the mine, somewhere down here. The tunnel isn't that amazing, but it's going to be fine. You know what? Maybe I should quickly grab some flint so that then I can actually light the portal. So let's craft a flint and steel and try to safely make my way down here. Okay, it looks like we have more than enough lava to make the portal, so I can start making that. Yeah, I need to remove this block now. I should have done that better, but now I can finish it and hopefully not mess everything up by placing this. There we go. Now I just have to light the portal and I should be able to enter. I wonder where we spawn. Oh, okay, it's just like another waste biome with absolutely nothing in sight. Maybe on the map I can see something. I don't know what this is, but it looks interesting. But apart from that, there isn't really much. What can I get here? Apparently I can use some resources here to make lead, and there's a bunch of different paths I can go now on the quest line, and I think I'm gonna try and go through the center, so that means getting raw lead would be my next task. And for starters, I'll have to do this bottling sunlight. For that, I'm gonna have to get myself a glass bottle and a plank. But I don't think I have any glass anymore, so I'm gonna quickly mine some sand. Then get all of this turned into glass and craft some bottles. Let's get those turned into bottles and corks. And now theoretically, I should be able to just right click the air, and that gives me bottled sunlight. I'm just gonna get a bunch of that. And also the description says this is called aura or something like that. I'm not sure if it means the bottled sunlight by that, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Now apparently I'm gonna have to study this. So for that, I'll have to craft a natural altar. Once the altar is fully built, it will drain aura from its surroundings. It will then use those energies to transform items put into it. You should also look into creating the environmental eye, a very useful device that shows you the level of aura in the nearby area. Okay, that sounds interesting. I'm gonna start by trying to craft the natural altar, and it doesn't look too expensive honestly. So I'm gonna go and get those items. Now the sapling goes in the center with stone around there, an apple there, a piece of grass here, and finally just the flowers. Now I can bone meal this. Oh my goodness, I forgot about the gold dust. Yep, that's my bad. I have a ton of leaves here though, so it's fine. How does this work again? I think I genuinely forgot. Oh wait, I think it was like this. Yep, there we go. Now we can bone meal it again, and yep, it's working. And nice, there we go. We have a natural altar now. Next, I just need these bricks and also the environmental eye. Those should be pretty easy to get, I think. I can start by smelting up all of this cobble. And how are these golden bricks made? Oh, you just need some brilliant fiber. Oh yeah, I don't have any of that anymore. I'm gonna have to get some more of that then. Do I have any more of these hawthorn saplings? I think I should. Yeah, there's 2 here. But now again, I'm lacking bone meal, and I need that so that I don't run out of the saplings. You know what? I'm just gonna hope this is enough. Obviously it wasn't. Okay, that's unfortunate, but I'm just gonna wait for that to grow. And in the meantime, I'm gonna already get myself those pots I need. Okay, they're called clay jars. And how do you actually make them? Oh, okay, it's pretty cheap. And this tree has also grown now, so let's hope I can get some saplings. It would actually be pretty weird if I didn't, because this has so many leaves on it. How many more logs are there? I think that should be the last one. And yep, I'm already getting a couple saplings. But I think I still missed something. Where on earth are these logs hidden? Must be somewhere pretty high up. Oh, there we go. And that was the last one. Oh yeah, we got so many saplings from that. That is amazing. How many do we have? 21. That is going to be more than enough. I could also make some of these soft clay jars and smelt those up. I'm going to be honest, I keep on forgetting that you can just get bone meal from the composter, so I should probably do this more often. I'm gonna try and get myself some more of these things here. I don't know what they're called. Whiff of magic, yeah, that's what I need. Then also the odor of purity and some string that can all be put into the witch's cauldron. And did I just mess up the order? Please don't say this is gonna ruin everything. Oh my goodness, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I have to redo that. That is so dumb. Oh my goodness, that guy absolutely came out of nowhere. What the heck? Okay, this time I cannot mess this up. So this goes in there, then the string, and yeah, I think I got it right this time. Also, I want to quickly take out this enderman, because I looked a little bit ahead into the quest line, and I think I'm gonna need a pearl later. Oh, I just saw a creeper. Please go away. You're gonna make things really, really annoying if you stay there. And nice, we got a pearl. Oh, wow. Why does it have to start raining now? That is literally the worst timing. But at least I got 1 pearl and I don't really need it anyways right now. But I should be able to get myself the brilliant fibers now. And I just need 6 more of those. This should be the last batch. Then I can get those 8 golden stone bricks I need. And now I'm just missing the environmental eye. What does that require? 2 golden leaves, a spider eye, and an iron ingot. Okay, that's not too bad. I should have all of that. I'm just gonna need some more of these, and then I can redo the ritual. That should be it. This is probably not gonna be enough bone meal. Yep, but I can just grab some more of these crops and convert them into bone meal. That should allow us to finish this. Okay, nice. And this is then going to go into my charm slot. I actually forgot what it does. Wait a second. Where's the charm even? It's down there. And what does this do? Oh, yeah, you can see the aura in the area. So now I think I should be able to set up the entire natural altar. So I can visualize this. Where do I want to have this built? I'd say somewhere over here would be good. So I'm just going to chop down this tree and build this here. Now I think the final thing I need to place down is the natural altar in the center. And there we go. Now I can see it filling up with the aura. Oh, and on the top left, I can now see the aura around me. So it's slightly below half right now. And this is filling up. Now next, I can craft myself infused iron. These have a wide variety of uses, but chief among them are some very nice tools and armor with special abilities and the unique property of being repairable using aura. Oh, okay, so that means I don't need mending ever. That's pretty nice. In that case, I'm gonna get myself a few more iron ingots. I don't think I have any at the moment, so yeah, I definitely need to get those. Now let's try and get this iron turned into some infused iron. I'm just gonna chuck all of this on here if I can. Oh no, you can only do one at a time. Well, there we go, our first piece. And what can I use this for? Oh yeah, to get the raw lead. I have to combine this with some nether bricks using the ritual, and that gives me the lead. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the nether to grab the netherrack I need for the nether bricks. I'm also gonna need spruce saplings, which I only have 2 of right now, and I definitely want more, so I'm gonna grow one of these trees here. I only got 2 saplings back from that though. There we go, that's more like it. Now I'm up to 8, which is definitely gonna be enough. I should also have a bunch of nether bricks smelted up here now. Wait, what on earth is that? You can throw these bricks? That is so weird. I'm just gonna go over here and start up the ritual. Sadly, I think I'm gonna have to sleep first though, because I don't think you can grow trees at this light level. But now I can grow this tree and let the ritual do its thing. And then I finally have this raw lead. We got 2 pieces over here. And with that, this quest is now done. That gives me a Tinker's Hammer and Ancient Codex. Oh my goodness, what is this? Needs Amber Activator, Dawnstone, Energetic Alchemy, Wildfire Core. What is this stuff? Oh my goodness, I guess that unlocks the different books or whatever this is. I guess it's like a guide. I should probably read the description. The Ancient Codex is a little confusing at first, but it will guide you through the Embers mod. Start at natural energy, right click entries to mark them as red, and make sure you read carefully. Okay, so I should start at natural energy. That's this thing. Oh. It worked. And here I've got a small description. Well, now with that, what should I do next? I think I'm gonna do this little thing here. So that would be andesite alloy. Extremely malleable. Andesite alloy is a crucial component of contraptions to come. So, how do I get this stuff? Oh, okay, the create mod, I guess. But I have no experience with that. So let's see, how do I make this? Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? Let me just do it this way. Looks a little bit easier. I just need these nuggets. Okay, you know, I'm kind of confused right now. So I somehow need to acquire this machine, but that itself also needs andesite alloy. So how on earth are you supposed to get it? I can try and get these nuggets. For those, you need to combine lead nuggets and the other thingy there. But, how do I get there even? I guess that means I'm gonna have to try and find some lead. I'm not sure if I can actually find it in this world because there's like pretty much no ores. I need 2 different variations of lead ingots, which I have no clue how to get. I don't know if I should try digging down and finding some of that stuff, or if I should just move on to this. What is this even gonna get me? Some sort of mechanical pump? Yeah, maybe I should skip that for now. Let's just go on to this, drilling for ember. So I'm gonna have to start by crafting this ember bore, and for that I'm gonna need some caminite bricks. Also a lead plate. Yeah, I just can't get around getting this. I guess that means I am gonna have to go mining, and it says it's deep in the vaults of the solid earth. I'm gonna assume that's just deep slate level. So let me see if there's any like custom pickaxe I can make. An AoE one, I don't think so, unless it's this hammer. Would that make sense? Can you mine with a hammer? Well, you know what, I'm just gonna try it, and yep, it looks like it. So I think I'm just gonna expand this mine down here, and then hopefully find some lead. This definitely uses up a ton of durability though, so let's hope this ore isn't all that rare. At the moment, it's not really looking that promising, I'm not gonna lie. And what is this? Some sort of opening with maybe some lead, who knows? It does extend out a bit further here, but again, I don't think there's much to find here. Yeah, bro, what even is this? There's absolutely nothing here. So how on earth am I supposed to get lead? You know what? Absolutely forget what I just said because I am stupid. We have the raw lead here. How freaking dumb does one have to be? Guys, I am so sorry. I am genuinely sorry from the bottom of my heart. What on earth am I doing? Bro, I need to lock the freaking... That is such a bad fumble. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go back up. I guess that's what happens when you don't really focus too much on the actual game and rather on making a video. I'm gonna make all of these caminite bricks I need, then use the lead ingots and combine it with the Tinker's Hammer to make a lead plate. And that should be all the items I need. Am I slow? Oh, wait a second. I still need some more iron. Now let's make the mechanical core and convert that into an ember bore. I'm also gonna need a second mechanical core, which requires lead. I can get that pretty quickly now though. Let's get that turned into another plate. Now I can craft the mechanical core, and that should be everything. Now I have to go down to bedrock level, and on the way I'm gonna make some stairs because I feel like I'm gonna have to go back down here a few times, and with the current setup it just takes forever. Now here we have bedrock. And I think I just have to place this on here. Wait a second. Why is it not working? Maybe it needs more space. Oh, yep. What the heck? That is a big block. What the? I think this goes on top now. And, is it just gonna work? Do I have to do anything to it? I honestly have no clue. But I'm gonna dig up a little bit more room around here. And yep, there goes my hammer as well. Well, I think I need to use my lens somehow. And what do we have in here? Okay, here I input fuel. And then it outputs ember. So do I just give it 2 pieces pieces of this, or how does that work? Yeah, I honestly have no clue. Enter the ember bore. How do you enter it? Well, as you can see, I can't do anything with this anyways if I don't extract the ember somehow. And for that, I'm gonna have to activate the ember. So I think I'm gonna get out of here for now. This is definitely gonna need a bit more preparation. And I'm gonna start by getting all the items for the ember activator. A few days have passed and I think I have all the items I need now. Using those, I'll hopefully be able to finish the ember extraction contraption. Down here is the ember bore with the mechanical core. And before I continue doing anything, I wanna light this place up a bit and make some room. This should be enough, and now I just have to figure out where all these parts of the machine go. First, we have all these different pipes and extractors, so I think I'm going to place the fluid extractor here, or is that not how you do it? I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe I have to first place the pipes down, but none of them seem to be connecting with the thing there. Maybe they aren't even supposed to, I don't know. Oh yeah, this one is. What is that? The item extractor. I'm going to place the ember activator here, then an ember emitter goes on top. But you know what? I think this should go one block up, so that piping it is a little bit easier. So now I should be able to just connect these two, right? Now I also need this ember receptor, and I have to connect this with the emitter. So how does that work? Also, why on earth does it look like this now? Is this what it was supposed to look like before? And can I give that fuel now? Nope, still not. Somehow this isn't working now. Where exactly is this supposed to connect with? Wait a second. Oh, okay, it's because I placed down the wrong thing. The ember bore is supposed to go there. And yeah, now that works. Now I just need to figure out how to actually get fuel in there. Okay, I think using this tablet will help. It looks like to actually get fuel in here, I'm gonna have to get myself a hopper. I can then take this and use it to funnel fuel inside of the ember bore. I'm gonna put a bit inside here. And yep, you heard that. These ember shards and crystals should be transported through the item extractor, but I don't know if it's working properly. Now I'm gonna assume the activator also needs fuel, or maybe not. I think the items have to actually be inserted through the bottom of the activator. So let me try and connect that. I guess these aren't connecting because I need another item extractor. I wonder if I can just link it with a hopper, because you know that should work, right? Oh, I didn't even realize we have a new section here which should explain it. Oh, okay, it looks like the extractors need to be powered with redstone, and for that I'm gonna need a lever. So let's see if this works. Oh, something's happening. Yeah, they're being transported into here. I don't know why there's gas inside there, but we do have some ember shards and crystals now. Oh, something's happening. I think I had to connect the hopper into the front like that. And what is this gonna do? Hopefully get me some ember. I'm gonna try using this ember receptor again, and I can use this copper cell to store the ember, I think. I guess the receptor goes on here, and then I connect those two. Is this then gonna fill up? I think so. I'm also gonna need to craft this heat exchange multiplier, because I think it boosts the ember production if you place it underneath the activator. And an ember dyer would also be nice. I don't know how I can craft one of those since I need paper. Might just have to leave that out. But otherwise, I have no idea how much copper is inside here. The emitter actually might need some power first though. Oh, yep, that's how it works. So now that it's sort of working, I want to get some more hoppers so that I can actually give this fuel and also craft the heat exchanger. After that, I'm gonna start melting the ember, and then apparently I can turn it into stamps as well. But for all of that, I'm gonna need a bunch more copper and iron, which means I'm gonna go and farm that. It's been a little while, but I think I have everything I need now again. Obviously the heat exchanger and everything that I need to melt amber as well. So I'm going to take all of this stuff and head back down to the ember bore. And first I'm going to start by placing the heat exchanger underneath the ember activator. I wonder if this also needs to be powered. It doesn't look like it, which means I can move on. And now somehow I have to get the ember from inside here into the melter. How exactly that's going to work, I'm not sure. But maybe I can funnel the items using this pipe. Oh no, I just put the items in there. You know what, I think I can do it with the ember emitter. So let's take this, chuck it on the side, and then add a receptor onto here. And hopefully I'll be able to connect these two. Now to actually stamp the ember into plates and stuff like that, I need to connect the melter with the stamper. So can I just do this? Maybe I need a fluid extractor. I honestly have no clue how these pipes are supposed to work, but maybe I can give this motor some fuel. It still doesn't have any actual ember inside, which is weird because I think I transferred some inside the copper cell, but I guess I did something wrong, so I'm gonna give this thing some more fuel, and then let's see what this does. Maybe I'm gonna have to use pipes for this, because they are not connecting. But then I would need another item extractor, so let me borrow this, put that here, and give it some power. Is that gonna work now? Yeah, this is not working. Maybe I should stop sending the ember inside of the storage cell and rather funnel it directly into the melter. So I'm just gonna do this, connect these two with the Tinker's hammer, and then just pray that this works. Oh, okay, it's being sent through. We also have some ember inside of the cell. I'm guessing this also needs power, so let's put some fuel in, and hopefully it's gonna start melting. It still isn't doing anything. I don't know if I can just connect the cell like that. I'm trying to somehow get the ember outside of this, but the emitter isn't working. I'm just gonna try and connect these two, and does that do anything? Absolutely nothing. But I don't know of any other way to get the ember outside of the copper cell. Maybe straight into the hopper? I honestly have no clue. Oh yeah, I just forgot it needs a lever as well. Oh, there we go. I forgot about that. Wait a second. So let me quickly get rid of this and try to funnel the embers straight in here. I hope this is going to work now. It also needs some fuel. It might actually be working now. I changed the ember receptor to be on the lower half of the melter, which is probably the correct place. Something definitely seems to be melting up there, but it's still empty. Okay, you know what? I'm not even sure if you're supposed to melt ember itself or it's just used to melt in the first place. So I'm just going to try finishing this up and then see what we can do. I still have this rubbish bin here. I'm going to attach it to the bottom of the stamp base, and then all the items from there should be transported as this. Also, I'm not quite sure why this isn't connecting. Oh, okay, the ember needs to be piped into the stamper base. Well, that explains why it wasn't working. So let's get that connected. And now I think that should be done for the moment. The next quest would be to get Dawnstone using this mixer centrifuge. So I'm going to start trying to get the items for this. And to make Dawnstone, you need molten copper and gold. And that means I'm going to have to do this quest down here. But I don't think that's going to be too difficult. I'll start by getting the centrifuge. I've crafted the mixer centrifuge now. So next I just need copper and gold. I should have some copper over here in this chest. To get the gold, I need to make myself some of these golden nether bricks, and for that I'm gonna have to get some more brilliant fiber, also a few of these nether bricks, and I'm just gonna get some more of this. The only ingredient I'm missing is string, so I'll just have to wait for it to turn nighttime, and then once I have some of these golden nether bricks I can place a daisy nearby and it should convert into nether gold ore. Yeah, I still have one of these pure daisies. Oh wait a second, I didn't even see the string in here. I could just use that then chuck everything into the witch's cauldron and collect the brilliant fiber. Now I'm gonna combine these two, and that gives me the golden nether bricks. So can I just place this here and the daisy next to it? Oh, yep, something's happening. Let me quickly make a second piece as well. Let's place that here. And these should both convert into nether gold ore. Oh, the first one's already converted. So let's mine that up. It gave us 3 gold nuggets. And this one, okay, that is 5 more. If I get 1 more nugget, I can make an ingot. So I am going to have to get some more brilliant fibers for that. Once I have my first gold ingot, I should be able to make some Dawnstone. Now let's brew up some more brilliant fiber and then get the last pieces of gold I need. Using this, I'll be able to make the gold ingot I need. There we go. And then I think I just need this ingot stamp as well. I can craft that using 4 pieces of this Camonite blend and then get that smelted up in a furnace. I also think I'm gonna need some more of these fluid extractors, since I'm gonna have to pipe the molten gold and copper into the stamper. So for that I'm gonna have to once again farm some more iron. I've crafted myself the fluid extractor and also some fluid pipes, so hopefully that's gonna be everything I need. I'm gonna place the centrifuge right here, and now I have to connect the melter with the centrifuge. Now I'm gonna give this some fuel, also a copper ingot, or wait, does it not work? Maybe I just have to give the entire thing some more coal. And yep, I believe the copper was melted. I am gonna need some more fluid pipes though, since I ran out. I think I should be able to make some here though, just like this, because in the description it said that we need the molten gold and copper to go into 2 different sections of the bottom half of the centrifuge, and I hope this is what it meant. So let me get some gold in here as well. Okay, we have molten gold in there, but why is it stuck in this pipe? Well, I'm not sure, but I also need to funnel some ember into the sides here, and for that I'm gonna need an emitter and a receiver. There should still be a few here in this chest. Oh yes, I also realized I need to put a lever on there. Now I'm gonna get another emitter placement here, a receptor there, and then try and connect this to that. Okay, maybe that won't work. Let me try do this and then that. Oh yeah, that works. I hope this is actually going to do something now, because the gold is still not going inside. I actually also just saw that the copper is in here. I guess it hasn't been funneled correctly then. So can I maybe destroy this real quick? Place it back down. And yeah, now we should have gold in there. Then if I break one of these, any of the new copper I place should get funneled into the other side. I mean, it has the gold, ember, and copper, so I don't know why it's not making the Dawnstone thingy. Inside here, it looks like we have something that resembles Dawnstone. So maybe the ember just had to be funneled into the top and not the side here. I'm gonna give it a bit more fuel and then see if this helps with anything. I should probably also go and get my plate stamp from the furnace. It's actually called an ingot stamp, but whatever. This should go in here, right? Or maybe there? I'm not sure. I've spent a bit of time doing some research because not figuring out how to do things was getting on my nerves. So hopefully now I have everything and all the knowledge I need to make some Dawnstone. I did have to get myself a new gold ingot because I wasted the other one. I did not do the piping for the molten copper and gold properly. So yeah, pretty much all of that went to waste. I don't actually know if I have any copper left. Yeah, that might be a problem. But now I've got this small contraption set up. I should be able to just place the gold in here, and then that should get smelted up. Okay, perfect. 90 millibuckets of molten gold. Let's turn on this lever, and that has now been funneled into here. Shouldn't it go in and mix with the copper, or am I doing something wrong? Yeah, the gold just seems to be kind of stuck here. I'm gonna try breaking this real quick and then placing it back down. So yeah, now you can see the gold is funneled into there. But what about my copper? I don't have any left, and I really don't understand why it's not getting funneled into the centrifuge. I'm gonna go and get myself a new copper ingot. There we go. I didn't even notice I've got 2 in there, but that doesn't matter. This should be enough to test if this actually works now. Now I'm gonna flick this lever, and yes, that should have gone in. Oh, perfect. There we have some molten Dawnstone, and I think I just realized what the problem was. I must have forgotten which side I pumped in the molten copper from. I must have tried to get the molten copper and gold in through the same pipe, which obviously won't work, but at least now I know what the problem was. So I just have to make some room for the stamping area. I was not aware that there's lava behind here, but now I'm gonna take this, place the stamper on top, put the ingot stamp in here. Actually, I think the ingot stamp goes in here somehow. Oh yeah, on the bottom. Now I just have to funnel the Dawnstone into the stamper base, which might also mean I need a bit more space. So now let's try this. Give it a lever. And yeah, this is not being extracted. Oh, now it should have worked. Now the stamp has to be fueled with some ember. Let's do this. Give the bore some more power. And then hopefully that's gonna work. And we have our first Dawnstone ingot. Finally, that took forever. Also a second one. I really did not think that was gonna be so complicated, but at least it's working now. So I should be able to claim my rewards for that. And it's gonna unlock a bunch of new things I can craft. Now I don't think I'm gonna go any further down this path, and instead go back a bit and try to complete some quests down here in this left corner. It looks like it has a lot more to do with magic and mana and stuff like that. So to start, we've got this living materials quest. I can use the pure daisy that I used before to get the nether gold ore to get some living wood and also living rock. So I'm gonna go back up to the surface, then pick this daisy back up and place it down next to this tree. After a while, it should convert this oak log into a living wood log, or whatever it's called. And there we have our first piece. I can use this to craft some living wood planks, but for now I'll just keep it like this. I can also do the same thing to some stone. I'll place it down right here. Ooh, and we have 3 pieces of living rock now. Now the next quest would be to start generating some mana. It looks like the best source of mana at the start is going to be Endoflame, and I'll have to start by getting all of these different items here. First, I'll need a bunch more living wood logs. I'll just make a ring of oak logs around this daisy, and I'm also going to need a new gold ingot. All of the wood has been converted now. Then I could also place 2 more of these golden nether bricks around it, which then should allow me to craft the gold ingot. I'm also going to need 1 of any petal variant, and luckily I have a bunch of petals in my flower pouch. I'll just take 1 of these mystical yellow flowers. I have a bunch of those. Now let's collect this. And finally, I also need some more living rock. Now I'm going to craft that 1 gold ingot, combine everything like this, and craft a mana spreader. Second up, I need a mana pool, for which I already have all the items required. Next is the Endoflame. That's definitely going to be a little bit more complicated. And what about this? Wand of the Forest. Okay, I think that should be doable. For that, I just need a bit more living wood. Then I'll use it to craft some more living wood twigs. And finally convert all of that into a Wand of the Forest. For the Endoflame, I'm going to need brown petals, light grey petals, and red petals. Whether I have all of that already, I'm not sure. I do have the brown ones, red as well, and actually also light grey. So I guess all of that farming I had to do before did pay off. So how do I actually have to combine this? Do I just need to place some water in here and then all the items inside? Surely it should say somewhere inside here. And yeah, you know what? I'm just going to start throwing these petals inside. Finally, I just have to give it some seeds. And there we go. We have an Endoflame. Now, how does this mana spreader work? I think I can just place it down here, for example. Also a mana pool next to it. And using this wand, I can see which direction it's facing. So yeah, this is fine. Then if I place this Endoflame, the mana from here should go into there. But it doesn't seem to be filling with mana. Oh, so it looks like you need to give the Endoflame an item and then it converts it into mana. For example, I can take this piece of coal, I think. Or maybe do I just right click it? I have no idea. Oh, yep, it just got converted. And yeah, now you can see it's filling up with mana. That is now being transferred over to the mana pool. And yeah, that is working now. I can also craft mana steel ingots using these infused iron ingots and placing them inside of the mana pool. Let's see if this does anything. Or maybe there isn't enough mana in there yet. Yeah, I think that's the problem. So let's give this some more coal. Okay, and now it looks like it does have enough mana. So let me just drop 1 ingot in there. And yep, there we go, a mana steel ingot. If I can somehow get 4 of these, that would be good, because then I can use those to craft this mana lens, which can be used to change the properties of a mana burst. They can increase the color, potency, speed, and even make the burst go through blocks or break them altogether. So yeah, that definitely sounds pretty good. There should be some more information on that somewhere here. Yeah, here we have the information to the mana lenses. Apparently the basic mana lens doesn't do anything, but combined with a mana pearl, you can get a rainbow lens. What exactly that's gonna do, I have no clue. But I guess we'll see. I don't know if I actually want to get myself one of those mana pearls already, but for now I'm just gonna focus focus on converting as much of this coal into mana. In the meantime, I should probably get some more coal because I just used up my last pieces. Okay, it's looking good at the moment. What is there to do next? Runic Altar, an apparatus perfect for channeling large amounts of mana into collections or objects. The Runic Altar will obviously let you make runes. Okay, and how do I get one of these? Oh, that's what I need the mana pearls for. I remember getting one ender pearl earlier on. This is it. I should be able to convert this into a mana pearl. Yes, there we go. Now I just need some more living rock and then we should be good. Let's collect all of this real quick and turn that into the altar. I also place this down in the base and that is going to give me 4 of these black lotuses. No idea what they're used for, but it says it emits strong magical vibes. So I'm guessing that's going to be useful. We have an optional quest saying that there's alternative mana sources and basically it looks like it's just different flower variants that are a bit more effective than the Endoflame I have. But I don't think that's too important for the moment. Instead, I'm going to do some of these smaller quests down here. Portable mana, what is this? Apparently I can craft this mana tablet, store it inside there and then carry it around. So I'm gonna try and get one of those. But for that I'm gonna need another mana pearl. So it's good as nighttime. I can go and find an enderman then. Maybe I'll craft a boat real quick though, just so that I can trap the enderman inside there. Already got one over there. Come on, please just get in the boat. Not the husks. Okay, there we go, finally. I was just hoping he drops a pearl. Nice, we got one. Let's pick that up and run. I'm gonna grab some more living rock on the way. Now I can get myself another mana pearl and combine everything together to craft a mana tablet. This can be used to craft a band of mana, which can be filled up with mana, and I can place it up here in my ring slot just so that it doesn't take up any inventory space. For that I'm gonna have to grab a few more infused iron ingots though, then convert these. And it looks like I've already run out of mana again. Yeah, this definitely uses up a lot of coal. But now I can drop the last ingot inside and craft a band of mana. I'm not going to bother with filling it up now, but at least I have it. Next, I'm going to try and complete this quest for almost free dirt. That definitely sounds very appealing. For that, I'm going to need a rune of earth, a living twig, and a piece of dirt. So what exactly does this require? Okay, yeah, a bunch of items and also a bit of mana. So maybe I can store some inside of my band. How exactly does that work? I'm not sure how exactly I'm supposed to fill this up. Maybe in here? Yeah, I've got no clue. Well, now somehow I have to get mana inside of the runic altar. How exactly that's supposed to work, I have no idea. Oh, you know what? I think I know how this works now. You can change the flow of the mana in here. Now let me try this. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to forget about this. I don't know how it works. I'm going to try and get the mana to go inside here instead. And then get all of these items. I've been able to get nearly almost all the items. The only thing I'm missing is a mushroom. And by crossbreeding some mandrakes and carrots, I was able to get one red mushroom spore. Now I just have to grow this somewhere. And that is only possible in really low light levels. So I think a cave like this would be perfect. Okay, I thought maybe I could grow it on some dried earth, but I don't think so. I'll just get a piece of dirt instead then. And let's see if that helps with anything. This plant cannot grow in a soil with this acidity. That's interesting. I wonder if there's a way to see what exactly it needs to be fertile. I also try using some gravel, and yeah, that might work. This plant cannot grow in a soil with this acidity. Okay, wait, so how do I fix that? Maybe it can grow underwater, I'm not sure. Nope, not that either. I did a bit of research, and I think the soil needs to be mycelium. That would be this, but how exactly do I get it? I need a piece of this manipulation essence, which I do not have the items for, so I guess I'll have to postpone getting this item here. Instead, I'm gonna do this knock off blazes quest. Using mana and a pumpkin, I can create a faux pumpkin. Apparently that's a weak imitation of a blaze head, and I can use it to spawn a fake version of a blaze. That will then drop 10 blaze powder when killed, and I can spin that into brilliant fiber or distilled into more useful dusts. And an example of that would be either glowstone or redstone, so yeah, that's definitely pretty useful. And I can also use it as fuel, I guess. But to start, I'm just going to try getting one of these faux pumpkins. I'll have to wait for it to turn nighttime to get a bone, but once I've got that, I should have everything. It is turning dark now, so I'm going to watch out for any skeletons and also endermen, since I need a new pearl, just because I don't know how to use this thing, the band of mana, and I'll just make a new mana tablet. I think I just saw a skeleton around here, so let's hope he drops. Nice. And then I just need to get one ender pearl. We have one right over here. Let's try and get him in the boat. Also make sure that the creeper does not explode. Oh, no. And we've got a baby husk. Are you kidding me? Can I get them? Yep, there we go. Nice. That's all I need. I'm getting out of here once I've grabbed this copper block. And yep, bye. Now let's get this ender pearl converted into a mana pearl and make another mana tablet. Hopefully I can now drop this inside here or something. And will that do something? Absolutely not. That is so weird. Oh, okay, I think it did something because all the mana just got drained. So let's see if this does work now. I'll place all these items down. Finally, the piece of living rock. And I don't think it has enough mana yet. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to brew some more. Oh, I think I might have found a way to actually do it. It should be working. Now, do I just right click it with the one? Yeah, there we go. Now I have myself a fell pumpkin. And yeah, I just had to make another one of these mana spreaders to get the mana from the mana pool over to this runic altar. That ended up working. So technically, I should be able to spawn in one of those fake blaze thingies. I just need 2 iron bars. I remember crafting some earlier on. There should still be some around. Oh yeah, right here. I have no idea how strong this mob actually is, but surely it won't be that difficult, right? I'll just spawn it in right around here. So let's get this place down, the fell pumpkin on top, and there we go. Yeah, it looks just like a normal blaze actually. And yeah, I should probably make sure I do not burn here, but it did drop the 10 blaze powder. So next I could do some of these side quests or go for this real blazes quest. To summon it, I'm gonna need an imitation blaze head and a few other magical items. The exact procedure is described in the Reclamation rituals book. I don't know if I have that. Yeah, I don't think so. How's this crafted? Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Just need some dried earth. But how do I get the book? Oh my goodness, yeah, that's gonna be the problem. Well, for that exact reason, the internet was created, so I'm just gonna try and find a different source. According to a video I watched, I'm gonna need to get some of this chalk here, and using that I can then summon a blaze. The one I'm gonna need the most of is this nether chalk, and also 1 piece of golden chalk. To craft this, I'm gonna need a ritual chalk, tainted gold ingots, and nether wart. Most of that shouldn't be too difficult to get, but for the nether wart, I'm gonna have to first get nether wart spores, and those can only be obtained by crossbreeding red mushroom spores and brown mushroom spores. I already have a red mushroom spore, but I still need to get the brown mushroom variant, and as you probably remember from before, they can only grow on mycelium grass, which is going to be the main problem now. I have to somehow find a way to get this. We do have this option right here though. Apparently using this fan behind Soulfire, I can convert a grass block into mycelium. Now how do I actually craft this? Yeah, okay, I'm going to need a few different items for that, and I'm just going to start working on getting those. I've been able to get some nether wart now. I ended up using a different method than I mentioned before. I crafted myself this transmutation catalyst, and basically you can use this to convert netherrack into that mycelium. Oh yeah, it's called crimson nylium. Then I bone milled that block to get some crimson fungus, and you can place that on top of this natural altar and it will convert into a piece of nether wart. So yeah, I have that now, which means next I need this ritual chalk. To craft that I need wood ash and gypsum. No idea what that is, but to craft it I need this distillery, and that needs these items right here. Most of them are fairly easy. I just need this attuned stone, which I haven't gotten before, but as you can see that also isn't too difficult. I'll go and get those items then. I think I have all the items I need now. Also, where the heck did this waypoint come from? I do not remember placing that there. Yeah, let me remove that real quick. And as you can see here on the crafting recipe, it's also going to require 500 altar power. I do have one right here, but it only has 432. I don't know if that's per block or if that's in the entire thing, but I guess we'll see if it's enough once I start chucking all the items into the cauldron. So I'll start with the pearl, then the whip of magic, and finally the gold leaf. Let's see if it's going to work. And what is that? Okay, I don't think that was enough. Yeah, I could not collect it and it just turned brown. So we did not have enough altar power. That's kind of unfortunate, but I guess I'll just have to make a bigger one. I'm also going to move the entire setup a bit closer, just so that I can increase my chances of it actually working a little bit more. So this can go there. And I'm going to craft a few more of these altar blocks. You know what? It actually says there's different ways to upgrade the altar, and you just have to place specific items on top. I can't seem to find anything about the upgrades. You can upgrade the witch's oven itself, but nothing about the altar. Oh, wait a second, there's upgrades here, but they also all require an attuned stone, which makes no sense really, since you need 500 power to even get one of those. So I guess it must have been something about the cauldron not being close enough. I'm gonna try getting all these items again now. Hopefully this time it's gonna work. And yeah, I don't think it worked this time either. So I really do just need more power. You can upgrade it with one of these skulls, and I do remember getting one earlier on. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Here we go, a husk head. Actually it won't work because it only takes skeleton, wither, and player skulls. So I'm guessing this isn't gonna do anything. Oh, wait a second. It definitely just went up. So I guess it does work. Now if I get all the items once more, I should be able to get myself an attuned stone. At least that's my hope. So now let's do this for hopefully the last time. There we go, the golden leaf in as well. And I think it worked. Yeah, there we go, finally an attuned stone. So I can use this to craft myself the next thing I need, which would be this distillery. Once I have that, I can finally get myself some gypsum, which I need to craft this ritual chalk. So I'm going to get all the items I need for this. There really isn't that much. Once I mine this up, I'll have everything. So I can place everything down in the crafting table. And there we go, now I can craft myself this distillery. I'll place it outside here next to the altar. And now I can use this to get myself some of that gypsum. What exactly am I going to need for that? Clay jars, quicklime, and foul fumes. How do I get this first of all? Okay, I just need to convert wood ash into that. I have plenty of that already. It looks like the quest line wants me to craft these things as well, but I don't know if I actually need them right now. So yeah, anyways, for the foul fume, what do I need? Okay, it looks like you can either use jungle saplings or logs. It looks like it can be of any variant, so I'm just gonna throw a bunch of those in here. You can already see all the wood ash I have. Let's turn all of that into quicklime. And perfect, there we have some foul fumes. If I then take some of these clay jars, put them inside here, alongside the quicklime and foul fumes, this should convert into a bunch of different items. It's going to take a moment, and yep, there we go. We got a slime ball, oil vitriol, no idea if you pronounce that like that, but here we go. This is the important thing, gypsum. I'm going to need 3 of those in total, so I'm just going to try and convert as much of this as possible. And I'm also going to need quite a few more clay jars. I do have some clay right here. I can convert all of this into these soft clay jars and let them harden in the furnace. This should be the last piece of foul fume I need, and then I have all the items I need. So let's collect all of this, place it down in the crafting table, and actually I do need to grab some more wood ash, but now I can place everything down in the crafting table and craft myself some of this ritual chalk. Perfect. Before I continue, I do want to quickly get myself all of these items here, the kettle and spinning wheel, just so that I have that out of the way. Hopefully that won't take too long. The most difficult item to get is going to be the attuned stones, but then again, that shouldn't be too tricky. I'm believed to have all the items I need now. I just have to finish making the 2 attuned stones inside this cauldron. That's 1 and 2. Then I'll start by making the kettle. There we go. And then to finish things off, also the spinning wheel. So this quest is now also completed. No idea where these things should go, but I'll place them here for now. And then with all of that, I want to focus on getting the nether chalk and golden chalk. The nether chalk is pretty easy to get. I just need nether wart, which I already have, tainted gold ingots, which I already know how to get, and the ritual chalk, which I was able to get before. So really all I need is just a bit more gold, but I also need to watch out for the power required here, because it says 2000, which is quite a lot. I don't think what I have now is going to be enough, but remember I can get some more upgrades here. Those are going to require some more gold and another attuned stone, but yeah, I think I'm just going to get one of these chalices and possibly also a torch. So I'm going to go and get all of that gold and the other items. I've already gone ahead and crafted myself one of these chalices, but it's only brought my total power up to, what is it, 1968, and yeah, that's not going to be enough yet. I'm not sure if planting down more trees is going to help with anything, but I feel like the main thing I need to do now is try and craft myself one of these candelabra. I think that's what it's called. But for that, I'm going to need honeycomb, because that's one of the ingredients to craft candles. So for that, I'm going to have to go and catch some bees. I do remember seeing a few beehives around here, but I don't think there were any bees inside. But yeah, we'll see. Actually, I do want to quickly grab some more saplings, and then just plant this down somewhere nearby. Also, wait a second. I do not remember having placed down dirt over here. Did I just find a new way to generate it? Because this must have come from the tree I planted. Wait a second, that might be a new strat. I can just grab all of this dirt now and use it to expand somewhere else. Also, I have no idea why I've got this breathless effect the whole time. I've had it for quite some time, but I still don't know where it's coming from. It hasn't made that much of a difference, honestly. But yeah, it's still kind of weird. Now anyways, I'm gonna try and locate one of those beehives. Oh, wait a second. I was just walking around and I found this graveyard which does have candles. 2 of them already. Wait a second. I might not even have to get the bees. Yeah, how many is that? It's already 4 candles. That's all I need. So you know what? Forget that about the bees for now. I've got all the candles, so I'm gonna head back to base. Now I can use all of this to finally craft myself the candelabra, which I'm gonna place on top of this. And yeah, I hope that increases my storage, right? It says ×4 here. So yeah, I think that's right. I don't know exactly what that means, but I hope that's what I need. Now to actually craft the nether chalk, I need to get myself the tainted gold. That means there's still a bit more farming to be done. And then these are all the items I'm gonna need. I also realized that by growing trees around the altar, it does increase the capacity. So we have 3,369 power in here now. So that should be more than enough. Now I'm just gonna chuck all the items inside here and hope this works. Oh, and it's definitely doing something. I've never seen those particles before. But there we go, nether chalk. The last thing I need is the golden chalk. For that I need a mandrake root, Dawnstone ingot, and another piece of ritual chalk. I have most of that already. We got the Dawnstone ingot in here and a mandrake root here. Now I just need to make sure I have 3,000 power inside here. Yep, it's been filled back up. And now I think by throwing all the items inside, it should work. Yeah, and there we go, some golden chalk. Now, if I could just get some other wet chalk, then I can get myself this book of Reclamation rituals, which is then going to show me how I can summon the blazes. There was a video on it, but I don't know which one it was, and I kind of forgot how it works. Also, getting this shouldn't be too difficult, right? It's going to require a few items that I don't have, but I'm going to go and farm those real quick. This right here should be all the items now, so they can also all go into the cauldron, and I hope this is going to work. If it does, then finally we have all of the chalk variants, and yep, there we go, other wet chalk. And with that, I get all of these books and some XP. I'll quickly combine all of these with the Akashic Tome, and with that I should be able to finally spawn in some real blazes. Let me just open up this guidebook, and here, summon blaze. Use this right to summon a blaze. This blaze always drops at least 3 blaze rods, and it requires 1000 power. Okay, so here you can see the pattern and also the items required. I'll start by marking out the area with chalk. It should look something like this, and then a bit of this gold in the middle. And then finally I just need these 4 items. I'll go and craft those. I just finished getting the fire runes, and that should be the last item I need. So I'll start by throwing down this item here. The foul flames here. The foul pumpkin goes there, and then finally this rune. Now this should work, right? I wonder if maybe the altar isn't in range. That might be possible. Let me try moving this down a bit. I hope this isn't going to waste too much power, but we'll see, I guess. I'll just build this up right here, and then let's see if that does anything. I'm not going to lie, it doesn't exactly look like it. Maybe I need to right click this. Oh, and yep, I can hear something happening. I hear a blaze sound, and there we go. Let me just take this guy out, and there we go, that's 3 blaze rods. With that, this quest should be complete, and we're nearing the end of the left half of this quest line. Next up, I think I can use these blaze rods to craft an alchemy catalyst, and you can use this to transmute a wide variety of items. So what does it require? There you can see 2 brewing stands, and those require blaze rods. I'll go and craft those 2. Then also some living rock, some more gold as well, which I don't have at the moment. I'll go and get that. This is going to be the last ingredient, since I've already gone ahead and got myself another mana pearl. So this should be it. And now I have an alchemy catalyst. Here it says it needs to be placed underneath a mana pool. So I'll go ahead and do just that. And then that leads us to this quest, the offering table. The offering table is a special altar that will allow you to convert items into special empowered versions of themselves, most notably tokens and nature infused ingots. To use it, simply place whatever you want to infuse into it by right clicking and then throw a spirit of calling onto the altar to activate it. Well, in that case, I think I'm going to start trying to work on getting one of these. It will require me to craft a bunch of things from over here though, since as you can see you need whatever this thing is, an exchange tablet, and yeah, I do not have those items right now. So I'll try getting all these machines here. So it's been a little while again, and I have everything I need. I'll collect the XP, and we're already on day 97, so it's getting pretty close to the finish already. I don't know what I'm still going to be able to achieve in these last days, but we'll see. Now I want to somehow craft myself this offering table, and for that I'm going to have to first set up all these items. I guess they should go down here where all of the other ember related items are. And you know what, I should probably bring that tablet I had before. Yeah, the ancient codex, that's what I mean. It's probably going to be kind of useful to understand what's going on. Also the tinker's lens. And now, do we have any information on this in here? Oh, okay, here, the beam cannon. So once given enough ember, it will fire a beam of pure radiant heat in the direction it's facing. This beam can kill nearly any unarmored creature. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is something I need to be careful of. Now I think over here I'm going to build up the entire setup. How exactly this is supposed to look, I have no clue. But the tablet is supposed to go in the center, the pedestals around it, and then the beam cannon has to fire into the exchange tablet. So maybe something like this, then the pedestals around it, and here we can have a beam cannon. Oh, wait a second, it looks like now it's facing upwards. That is not what I want. Let me try and flip that around like this, and then I hope that's roughly right. This needs to be powered with ember, and now I have to get these different aspecti. They're supposed to be placed atop these pedestals. Don't ask me what they're used for exactly, but I just know that I need them. In the center we have an infused iron ingot, and then also these 3 other items: a token of joy, a token of fear, and a runic altar. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. It looks like there's 3 different variations of this aspecti, and I hope it doesn't matter which one I take. How do you even craft one of these? Oh, okay, you need an ember shard, and then using an ingot stamp and the molten version of the ore you want the aspectus to be made of, you just stamp it, I think. And honestly, I think getting Dawnstone or copper aspecti is going to be the easiest right now, so I'm going to quickly go up and get those ingots and also all of the other ingredients. And I really hope I get this right the first time, because apparently if you mess this up, it just gives you some waste product, and then I've wasted a whole ton of valuable materials. I already have the runic altar, so I just need the token of fear and token of joy. I'll go and get those. It is currently day 99 and the sun is setting. I'm currently trying to get this feather, since that's the last ingredient I need for the token of fear. But for that, you need some flax, which you can only get by crossbreeding wheat and belladonna seeds, I think. But it hasn't been that successful so far. But I am going to continue trying to do this overnight, and if I get lucky, I might still be able to get it. Okay, I just saw something grow here, and wow, that's just a belladonna species. Absolutely useless. We got another one. What is this? Belladonna wheat. Also not right. Well, it has turned daytime now. and I don't have any of the seeds yet, but that isn't so bad. That's something I can worry about for the next episode, and once I have that, we should be pretty close to completing the main parts of this quest line. So yeah, even though it doesn't look like much, I feel like we've gotten quite a bit done. We've also got a pretty decent base here, and yeah, with that, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching. Something I'd quickly like to mention before we go is my older mod packs. Many of you guys have asked me to make part 2s of my older 100 days videos, but because I recently had to migrate all of my files to a new computer and I didn't save any of the worlds apart from my main hardcore world, I won't be able to do that for now at least, but I'll make sure to save all of the worlds I'll be creating from now on. Now with that out of the way, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.